2025, beginning at 7 p.m. at Welcome High School, 172 Valley Lane, Alice, Texas, 78332. The subjects to be discussed are considered or upon which any formal action may be taken are listed below. Items do not have to be taken in the order shown on the meeting notice. Unless removed from the consent agenda, items identified within the consent agenda will be acted on at one time. We're going to call the meeting to order. The time is 7:01 p.m. Today we do have Rogelio Gonzalez, Monica Montero, Marcos Garcia, myself, Julie Garcia Ramos, Danny Gaza, Juana Garcia. Absent as of today is Jonathan Garcia. Debbie, can you say the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is holding our student recognition, our student of the month, and our star masters. Ms. Johnson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce Ms. Monica Manriquez and Mr. Brad Martin. Monica is our elementary principal and Mr. Martin is our high school principal. They will be introducing our student of the month and they will also be doing our star master recognition. So we'll begin with Mr. Martin.
Our high school student of the month is Alyssa Dominguez. We are proud to recognize. We are proud to recognize Alyssa Dominguez as our student of the month. She truly embodies the Badger spirit of leadership, kindness, and dedication in all that she does. As a committed member of the Badger cheerleading team, she brings energy, positivity, and school spirit to every event. Her leadership extends beyond the sidelines as she is also an active member of the National Honor Society, the yearbook staff, and other organizations where creativity and strong work ethics shine. Known for her friendly personality and willingness to help others, Alyssa is a role model for her peers. She goes above and beyond to support classmates, demonstrating both kindness and responsibility in and out of the classroom. Her ability to balance academics, extracurriculars, and service with a positive attitude makes her an outstanding representative to our school community. Congratulations to Alyssa Dominguez on a well-deserved recognition. Congratulations to Alyssa. Our junior high student of the month is Geraldine Pena. Geraldine is a respectful and dedicated student who demonstrates a positive attitude and strong interpersonal skills. She maintains good relationships with her peers and consistently puts forth her best effort in her academic pursuits. In addition to her academic team, Ms. Geraldine actively participates in activities such as Color Guard and the Badger Band. She serves as a commendable role model for her classmates and represents Benbow Pulido Blanco Independent School District with a distinction. We are fortunate to have her as a member of our school community. Congrats to Gerald.
Okay. Yes, so Ben Bolt Elementary is proud to announce Juan Centeno Alvarez as Student of the Month. So come on up, Juan.
So bear with us because we're going to do it in English and in Spanish, okay? La Escuela Primaria Ben Bolt se enorgullece de anunciar Juan Centeno Álvarez como estudiante del mes.
Juan has shown outstanding dedication, a positive attitude, and a strong work ethic throughout the month.
Juana ha demostrado una dedicación excepcional, una actitud positiva y una solidez ética de trabajo durante todo el mes.
He comes to school prepared and eager to learn. Juan treats staff members and his peers with respect, which makes him a great leader.
Llega a la escuela preparado y con ganas de aprender. Juan trata al personal y a sus compañeros con respeto, lo que lo convierte en un gran líder.
He is always cordial and always has a smile on his face. All of these qualities contribute to his success. Siempre es cordial y siempre tiene una sonrisa en el rostro. Todas estas cualidades contribuyen a su éxito. Juan is always striving for perfection and makes sure to complete his work on time and in the best quality.
Juan siempre se esfuerza por alcanzar la perfección y se asegura de completar su trabajo a tiempo y con la mejor calidad.
He isn't afraid to ask questions and never gives up. Juan is helpful in the classroom and is always willing to lend a helping hand to his peers.
No teme hacer preguntas y nunca se rinde. Juan es muy servicial en clase y siempre está dispuesto a ayudar a sus compañeros.
Juan has also shown an interest in music. In band class, he's playing percussion instruments. Juan is succeeding on every level.
Juan también ha mostrado interés por la música. En la clase de banda toca instrumentos de percusión. Juan está teniendo éxito en todos los niveles.
Congratulations to Juan.
Felicitaciones.
All right, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, both principals will be presenting the Star Masters Award. Just a little bit about what this means. So we are very proud of these students that are being recognized this evening. This means that they performed at the highest level on their STAR exams and their high school EOC. So congratulations to them and thank you parents, because without you all that wouldn't be possible. So Brad, Mr. Martin will begin with that. So high school Star Masters.
Star Masters for the high school, beginning with Mr. Warren Nunez, mastery on Star Algebra 1, Star Biology, and English 1. Ms. Amadi Torres, mastery on Star Algebra 1, Star Biology, and English 1. Orion Elizalde, English 1 and Algebra 1. Gabriel Cavazos, English 1. Caitlin Olivares, English 1. Brody Sandoval, English 1. Ezekiel Garcia, Algebra 1. Gabriela Flores, Biology. U.S. History. Wyatt Cruz, U.S. History. Mercedes de la Cruz Flores, U.S. History. Angela Garza Ruacao, U.S. History. Aiden Lobra, U.S. History. JC Munguia, U.S. History. Wonderful job by our high school master's level students.
There you go. Because if you're taller, yeah, right there. And then there
Right
you go.
there,
Good
right
job,
there.
Aiden.
Oh, Brad, rock the screen, the light,
Oh,
sorry.
hold on, I got this one.
Yes. You ready, guys? I'm gonna take a couple. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Great job, guys. Now for our middle school students, junior high, Riley Gonzalez, 6th grade math. Grayson Charles, 6th grade reading. Sawyer Cornelius, 6th grade reading. Isabella Gonzalez, 6th grade reading. Rogelio Gonzalez, 6th grade reading. Brody Molina, 6th grade reading. Dakota Pettis, 6th grade reading. Garrett Prokop, 6th grade reading. Viviana Rosetta, 6th grade reading. Joaquin Reese, 6th grade reading. Evan Gonzalez, 7th grade math. Adriana Bowen, 7th grade reading. Nestor Carvajal, 7th grade reading. Nancy Castillo, 7th grade reading. Miranda Garcia, 7th grade reading. Delaney Hernandez, 7th grade reading. Mercedes Rivera, 7th grade reading. Madison Mordine, 8th grade social studies, 8th grade science, 8th grade reading. Ladies and gentlemen, our middle school master's students.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and begin with elementary Peyton Alegría. Third grade math and reading. Leonardo Mejia. Third grade math. Peter Montoya. Sofía Muñoz. Andrés Garza. Lamar Hinojosa. Okay, that was third grade. It's gonna be third grade. Fourth grade, Ryan Alvarez, math and reading. Jeremiah Arispe. Luke Cantu, math and reading. Rowan Cornelius, math and reading. Grayson Ramirez, math. Lana Carmora. Joaquin Villanueva. Asen Stout. Congratulations. And now fifth grade, Brandon Guanteo. Juan Centeno Alvarez. Ashley Godínez. Ariana García.
plugged in.
That's why we need longer here. It's fine. Oh, the other one is showing. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue. Let the record show that at 7:10 p.m., Jonathan Garcia did join us. There's no public comments or open forum. Consent agenda. In order to promote efficient meetings, the board may act upon more than one item by a single vote through the use of consent agenda. Consent items shall be items placed on the agenda for which no board discussion is anticipated and for which the superintendent recommends approval. Prior to the meeting, at the request of any member of the Board of Trustees, any item on the consent agenda shall be removed and given individual consideration. Requests must be directed to either the President of the Board of Trustees or the Superintendent. We have the minutes of prior meeting and tax collection report for the July 2025. That's on page 5 and 17. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
There's a motion made by Debbie Garza to approve the consent agenda. Can I get a second? Seconded by Monica Montero. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Next item on the agenda is our superintendent's report, construction update. Ms. Johnson.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Madam President and trustees. I do have a construction update for everybody. I'm sure everyone has seen that construction is fast happening at elementary and is very exciting. This is the most recent update from our meeting that we had this last week. So right now, the site demolition process has been completed with the exception of the storm inlet, which will be completed by the end of the month. They were working to get that situated. Site work is ongoing and will continue with the soil stabilization and utilities pad. The foundation and the building slab will start taking form by the last week in October, is what they told us. There's been a couple of unforeseen things, nothing monetarily at this point. So we're good right now, and the site foreman is keeping us up to date. He's real good at letting us know if something comes up or arises, but right now they're working on fixing the existing water line, which I think they completed, the abandoned well, the wastewater line, and they're currently addressing that with the design team and our architects. So that's where we are right now. So nothing too big, everything they said should be able to be figured out. So that's where we are.
Any more questions for Ms. Johnson? Okay, is everyone want to move on to information items, reports, applications report, principals reports, athletic report, financial report, operations maintenance report, transportation report, and at this time, there's no objection. We'd like to move the cafeteria report up to now. Any objections? Okay, Ms. Johnson.
Yes, at this time, Ms. Francesca Adams will be reporting on the cafeteria.
update of the breakfast and lunch participation. It's increased slightly compared from August 2024 to August 2025. It's increased to about 150 meals served. So I'm just waiting for the September numbers to come in. Once the month's over, I'll have an update on that. Our cafeteria staff they're doing a great job of working together to make sure everything is quality, compliance, and that's all.
Are you fully staffed?
Yes. At the moment, yes.
Any other questions? Thank you, staff. Next, we have curriculum report. Ms. Guerra.
Good evening, President Ramos, Superintendent Jocelyn, and members of the board. I'll go ahead and start off with our district attendance. So as of now, we ended the first 6 weeks, or we'll be ending that this week, and currently we are standing at 96%. Last year we were 97%. However, we have had several cases of COVID and kids out because they've been sick, but we've been making the calls, and so that's kind of been the reason for the slight dip. But I do want to stress that our district goal is 95, so we're still within that range. So a little update on our academics. Under curriculum, we have started with our PLCs, and we started last week. And so we're trying to do them every other week. Currently, and when I get into testing, I'll talk about it, we're doing common assessment. So when common assessment is over, we'll be meeting, we'll be looking at that data, we'll be looking at our strengths and weaknesses. Teachers will be able to, tweak their lessons to address those areas, as needed. We have created our PLC calendar. It's set. We'll be doing at both campuses. So the days that I'll be doing here at high school, I'll be meeting with the teachers, and then on another day, but that same week, I'll be at the elementary and be meeting with them. As far as our testing updates, we have set our assessment calendar for the year. Our AMIRA testing, which was formerly our ICE station, is now AMIRA. I think this will be the last week. You usually give them a 2 window, and so there we'll be finishing up that ICE, that we call it ICE testing, and so we'll be looking at that data at elementary, that kind of monitors their reading. As I said before, the common assessments are going on right now at high school and the junior high, and the test areas at the elementary as well. TSI, Ms. Jaramillo has been TSI testing already. We've done freshman, sophomore, and we started with seniors and juniors, and we've done sophomores. We're getting ready to do some freshmen. So she is TSI testing. And of course, we have upcoming testing will be our state. This is our state testing, which is the beginning of the year. So I like the elementary year, we have beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year. And we look at that growth. And so our beginning of the year will be September 15th through the 26th. So they already started this week, but they've got like that window. Any questions?
On that TSI testing, how many days is she testing?
It's usually they usually get it done in a day, but
Some require.
some require different, because they do like reading and writing on one day, and then they do math on another.
And if the math, if they make it to, say they need to take like a post test, if you miss so many, sometimes they won't finish
Oh,
that,
yes.
and they have to continue on with that the second day.
So you're saying like 2 days out of the week she's
Yeah.
testing?
At the beginning, we normally do a cycle like before enrollment for dual credit, because some of them need that TSI reading to enroll in additional courses, and so we try to give them that opportunity. And after that, we cycle it in like after or throughout the semester as needed.
And they can take it as many times as they want. So.
Is it an all-day thing or is it just
No.
a morning and afternoon?
The writing takes pretty much.
Well, it takes, I would say they've been taking it I want to say for the writing, it was like most of the day, but for the most part, they can get it done in like a half day.
It's usually 4 to 5 hours. After that,
It depends on the.
It just
the
depends,
taker.
yeah.
I mean, some take longer, some finish faster.
But it's not time.
No. And you can continue on the next day as well.
Thank you.
And I wanted to share under, of course, our CCMR, our dual credit courses. I've listed the number of students that enrolled all last year, fall of 24, spring of 25, summer 1 and summer 2. So in fall of 24, we had 75 enrolled and we had 95% passing. Spring of 25, we had 63 enrolled and 100% passing. Summer 1 for this past summer, we had 11 enrolled, 100% passing. And in summer 2, we had 10 and we had 90% passing. Currently for the fall of 2025, in our 9th grade class, we have 20 of 24 students, which is 83% enrolled of the freshman class. In 10th grade, we have 30 of 33, and that's 91% of the sophomore class that's enrolled. With our juniors, we have 28 out of 30 that are enrolled in dual credit, which is 93% of the junior class. And our seniors, we have 23 out of 25, which is 92% of the class. And of course, we do check-ins with them. If we find that they're falling behind or you know, we're kind of checking in on them and getting them caught up. I wanted to go ahead and give you some numbers for our projected, under our certifications, our students that are in classes that are seeking certification. So currently, for EKG certifications, we have 9 students enrolled for fall of 2025. And in phlebotomy, these students will flip. So they're doing EKG now, and in the fall, they'll be taking the phlebotomy. So for the spring, we have 10 that will be enrolled. And so that's one more student because last year, one of those students took the EKG second semester last year. So he'll be doing the phlebotomy this year. So those should be, and I said projected because we're working really hard to make sure that 100% of them get their certification. Under welding, we have 9 students that are on track to receive their welding certification by the springtime of 26. Projected associate degrees, we have 2 right now that are on track to graduate with their associates for fall in December of this year. And then for spring, we have 1. And then our projected CCMR, and if you recall, we're like a year lagging behind. So our cohort, which is our graduating class of 2025, which will count for us for accountability for the end of this year for 2026, is currently at 93%. And that's our projection. Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go on to our special education report. Just a few updates. So currently for this school year, at the elementary, we have 53 students, and so we're down to, we had 55 in 24-25 school year. At the high school, we have 35 students being serviced, 36 were serviced in 24-25. The highlights for this year, we have completed and submitted the 25-26 self-assessment to TEA. And currently we have 5 initial evaluations that are in progress and 5 re-evaluations that are currently in progress for testing. Any questions?
For TEA?
No. That was a different bullet. That was, we completed and submitted the 25-26 self-assessment to TEA. That's
It's like a yearly survey.
Yeah, it's like a program.
They require for us to fill out.
Yeah, that was the evaluations. Okay. And that's it. Now I'll hand it over to our principals.
Good morning, members of the board, Madam President, Superintendent. Starting again with our attendance report, kind of similar to what we did last year, by grade level and by percentage per week. And so we started off strong. I'm really happy with our percentages. We started off at 98, and we were holding steady at 96%. So after this week, I didn't total it, I forgot, but we did talk through it. So I think it's 96%. Again, we've had some students that have been sick, but for the most part, they're showing up and excited to be in school. So I'll continue to share this with you all every time we have a board meeting. We are at 228 kids. We started the year with 228, and we're holding steady there right now. And some elementary highlights that we've had. We have the high school leadership team coming on Fridays. They're rotating between the volleyball girls and the high school football team. And the kids really enjoy it, and so do the parents, to have the students there. We had a great turnout at our grandparents' breakfast. I did talk to some of the grandparents and some of the board members that were there. It's so big and so many people go, and we put on the little letter only two grandparents, but it's so hard because they want to bring more. And so I think that next year we may separate the days and maybe do some grade levels. We're going to fix it so that they can fit comfortably, because we did have one session that was super packed. We did celebrate Patriot Day. We had U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, the Sheriff's Office, the deputies, and the volunteer fire department come over, and we had a nice little breakfast for them, and just to show our appreciation. And some upcoming events. Tomorrow is National Dance Day, so the kids will be able to participate in the dance during PE. And Victoria says, y'all celebrate everything. Well, we try. We want to do some fun stuff. And it's just during PE. Friday, we're doing the PD planning day. So I'll start with a faculty meeting in the morning and then planning for the next 6 weeks. We're following suit to the homecoming events that the high school is having. We are going to plan for the cancer walk, and we're looking at the last Wednesday of October.
Which is the 29th.
Yes, I think that's the day that every other day is something, we can't fix it. We can't make it work. So I think that that's a good day anyway, because it's Red Ribbon Week, and we can kind of tie it into to something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's also Halloween. And then we have the first 6 weeks attendance incentive that's sponsored by Whataburger also coming up. Any questions? Thank you. Oh, Ms. Saunders.
Good evening, everyone. Much the same with the junior high and high school. Our attendance has been right around, we started off great, 98%. Kind of took a little dip because of the illnesses, and COVID was kind of taking us for a toll. We're starting to come out of that a little bit. There is now another stomach bug going around. So this week, we did talk about it today. Of course, it's not updated because we're not through the week, but we're sitting at about 95.6% as of today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a big turnout for Camo Day, and it'll improve that. Enrollment at the high school as of today is 190. We are happy with that number. It is a little lower than last year, but the high school upcoming events, we have FAFSA night coming on Wednesday. At the same time, will be report card night and open house. We have PD planning with the faculty here on Friday to prep for the next 6 weeks. Homecoming events coming up quickly. Super excited about that. We are also planning for the cancer walk with the elementary as well. And our first 6 weeks incentive is going to be sponsored by the Monster Food Truck. We are going to have them pull up out here on that same Wednesday, the 24th, and have the kids have an opportunity, those that receive the incentive, to go out and purchase food at a discounted price for the high school. And it'll be available to the community also. Some highlights, leadership team. Of course, we're all very proud of Coach's leadership team on Friday mornings, and they are also doing our announcements. And Mr. Perez is actually using people students and training them how to fold the flags properly and bring them down and put them up daily. Student participation in extracurriculars, super excited about the things they're doing, and we're getting some turnout for talking about UIL. The leadership team in the FCCLA and the cheerleaders went out to the Premier of Alice and did a Meet the Badgers type pep rally. Our Patriot Day here in social studies classes, we had opportunity to teach the students about 9/11, talk about those things, and go out and show some respect to our teaching mentors. And our staff member of the week, which was on the previous slide, we were doing that every pep rally. We are alternating between paraprofessional staff and auxiliary staff and teachers. And the students are actually bringing by nominations, and then we put those nominations through to the NHS, and then they select the employee of the week. That is everything from the high school.
Any questions for Mr. Martin? Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is athletic report.
Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, Ms. Jocelyn, and distinguished members of our district. There we go. A quick shout out for our leadership team. I mentioned a couple times already, and just exactly what they're doing. This is a group of 20 young men and ladies that come in an hour before school every Tuesday morning. We do some leadership training with them. We take them through different scenarios. We take them through different things, just about life. Just in terms of how we want them to be role models and faces of the school. And we do go over to elementary. We're now splitting up. We're reading in 5 different rooms at the elementary on Fridays, and as it was on the I think it was this one here, it's really pretty cool because this past Friday they all read, but all the guys, it was the guys' turn to go over, so they read on Friday in 5 different rooms. They all kind of ended up in Carla's room with the life skills, and it turned into a dance party with the kids, and they just had so much fun. And I think that we can all agree that it was really neat for the kids in school, but I think it also, I believe, helps our kids even more. Just to gain an appreciation. Just they really enjoyed it. They had a lot of fun with it. So I'm excited about that and what they're doing. And again, we alternate it, with the Lady Badgers going over every other week as well. So we'll continue that.
Are you taking them up there? Are you taking them?
Yes, ma'am. I'm taking them over in the transit, and we say, come back about it. So I bring them all over, bring them all back, and if they don't get on there at 7:30, they don't go. You don't miss the bus, don't miss them. So they can't be dropped off there. They have to go with us. Okay. So just a quick shout out there. I'm very excited about that. As far as some updates, cross country with the high school, they're preparing for district, which you see is in October on the 8th. Coach Salinas is very excited about the junior high, specifically the girls team. Has really done. They placed second in the Islander Splash, which is a pretty big meet. And he's excited about the potential that group has. So, and their district meet is on October 4th. But we've got good numbers. We've got a young lady, Carissa Gonzalez, who's doing a real nice job. She's going to be, she was a state qualifier last year, and we hope to get the same thing out of her this year. Volleyball playoff update there. We're on the second round of district. We're winning sets. We haven't won games. So I spoke with Coach Fox. We meet weekly. She feels, Levia, Rivetta, Fremont, we battled the 5 sets. We can win one of those games. We can have a playing game for playoffs. So we're looking to carry momentum into the second round of district because that's what we're on now. Okay, so we have at the junior high level, because of injuries, we've condensed to one team. We had 2 teams, but because of injuries, we've condensed to one team, which is just a result of just not having enough kids. On the football end of things, we're going into another non-district game on Friday night to celebrate, recognize our youth. We'll bring the junior high football and cheer out there, as well as first responders serving as honorary captains, and then honoring them at halftime. We played Freer, another non-district game, as I said, and we've got a couple more before we hit district. We're in a small district, there's only 4 of us. So we're in a small district. We did have a change of schedule with Awaduse. That moved from a Friday to a Thursday game because of across the state cross country on Saturday. And then tomorrow, and then junior high football, we've got it. It's pretty cool. We have kind of a hybrid schedule with them. Some games are separate, some games are together. I think that's good because it's allowing the opportunity for them to get playing time. They're both small teams. Split them up. As I said before, we're the only team in the district that has 2 teams. Okay, so when we go to district play, it will be 1 team. But right now, we're able to split them up and get them each games. So they're playing 7th grade playing a game, 8th grade playing a game. We're calling it blue and white. It's mainly, you know, in 8th grade and then in 7th grade, you bring a couple down from the 8th grade and a little less experienced. But you know, they're all against bigger schools, but they're playing. So we're getting playing time, which I think anytime you practice, you want to play. Those junior high games go by quick. They're pretty quick. So. And then tomorrow at the pep rally, we're going to make an announcement. With mentioned this last meeting, we are going to be playing on November 25th at Frost Arena, which is the home of the San Antonio Spurs. Our girls basketball team is going to play against Pettis at 4:30, and our boys basketball team is going to follow at 6 p.m. So we're very excited about that, and we're going to, as I said, make that announcement tomorrow. So, any questions?
Coach, I'm just curious. Have you had any kids who have shown interest in like maybe pursuing like athletic training, wrapping ankles, or anything like that, maybe in the future?
Yes.
And if so, I wonder if
that would be great. Yes.
I wonder if maybe doing like a mentorship where they can sort of shadow you guys, or you shadow the trainers that's on Friday nights, or have wrap ankles, that sort of training. I don't know if there's any rules or regulations. I was just curious.
That's a great idea. I'd love to get some sort of. I mean, of course. The Coach Valdez has kind of taken that athletic training role because we contract out our athletic trainers so they come on Friday nights. But we do have one of the managers will come out and kind of help out to see that he has an interest in it.
Thank you. Anything else about my finance report?
Oh, no, you're good. We forgot our clicker.
So the general reports have been provided here for you. Of course, if you have questions, just let us know and we will get those answered for you. This is just our general cash flow summary that we provide monthly, and this is where we're sitting currently in September. Of course, the fund process has started again. We are in full swing with New Year's audit, right, girls? We've already started getting things to our auditor. Mr. Raul Chapa is, no, not Mr. Raul Chapa, it's Mr. Raul Hernandez. We have a lot of Raul's that we're working with. Is going to be helping us again with our audit. He's great, so we're very excited about that. So we've already gotten the ball rolling with that. Next, these are just our financial reports. These are our general investment accounts that we have, including the construction bond. As you can see, we have started to pay things out with construction, which is exciting because that means that things will be moving along at a fast pace. So we're excited about that. So those are our current market percents and our current ending balances as of this month, as of last month. It's lagging in the report. You also have the report will be provided for you in our statements. Do you guys have any questions from the financial department?
So we started this a year ago, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so in the year, how much have we earned?
So right there, if you look up top, we added in an additional 500,000 to the Logic line 1. So we did add $1 million in there, and we're keeping most of the general fund money in there. So we've made 41,510. On the bottom one, we started with 500,000. So what you see there is the interest earned, which is the 39,3446. And we're excited. We have some ideas for projects that we want to do that we'll be proposing later on in the next month, and see if we can tackle some things that we have ideas for here within the district. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to move on to the maintenance department report. Jerry is under the weather, so I will be filling in for him this evening. Currently, All repairs have been completed to the restrooms under the home side bleachers. I don't know if you guys noticed, but at the last home game, we did have them available for our home side, and they look really nice. They painted them, they got them working, they fixed everything, and I had never been in there until like about a month ago, and they look real nice. So we're excited to have all 4 restrooms up and running, and I believe the mini splits are going in this week too. They should be there by Friday. I have that down at the bottom. The windscreens are in production. We're still looking at about like 4 weeks out. That's due to them not starting production until we provided the PO. We didn't provide the PO until they had fixed all of the artwork. The artwork had some typos in it that we had to kind of keep sending back and forth, and then we had to eliminate Badger Nation. So we did that, eliminated that, and then they put Homer the Fighting Badgers and some stuff, minor things at the elementary. So that's where we are right now. So I believe they told us that October 20th would be the install date, somewhere around or before that week. The high school did I miss that one? No. Okay. High school has about 50% completed the new installation of our cameras. They're new state-of-the-art security cameras that we have here. Orlando is installing those for us. We will no longer need the monthly subscription to Eagle Eye, so we're excited about that. It's going to be our own system that we manage here. So we got a whole new set of cameras coming into this campus. We registered Mr. Contreras for the rest of his IPM training sessions that he needs. So he'll be completing those hours here, I think, within the next month or so. Right, Chrissy? And also, the tree trimming is in progress. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that is going to be taken care of. They're moving slowly through phases. They're doing the high school first, and then they're going to work on the elementary when the students are not there. So mostly on the weekends, just because of safety purposes. The trees that are those 2 big oak trees are in the front, and we don't want them doing it during the day since we use that. It's a major traffic flow area because of construction, so we're going to have them work on that on the weekends. So all the trees are going to be trimmed, and we do plan to maintain those yearly. It's a yearly item now within our budget for maintenance. Do you guys have any question on maintenance department?
Victoria, have we looked at the sign that's off of the bypass right there?
Yes, we are looking at that to kind of see. That's going to be like a major, because it goes pretty deep into the soil there with the concrete. I don't remember what they're called, footings maybe? But it's going to be like a major, like we're going to need some help with that. So we're going to see who can help us with it and how much it would cost.
And we can't just take off the broken part and leave the top part since it's still good?
And we did look into that, and that's something that the guys were going to see if they could do. I think we need a little crane. Yeah, I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Since, I mean, that top part.
I actually said that. I was like, can we keep it? Because it's real nice.
Might be cheaper just to fix it and rip it all out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're looking at some options for that. We know that it needs to be updated.
Thank you.
So I have a question on
Yes.
this. On the topic of maintenance and projects that we want to tackle in the future, has any thought been given to the Sheehan parking lot? Because it kind of looks like the surface of the moon with all the potholes that are there.
So we talked about some things, and when we meet with the facilities committee, we're going to list all of our priority areas, and we're going to let them decide which ones we want to tackle moving forward. We have ideas as to which ones we want to do first, but we want it to be an involved decision-making
just maybe
process.
a temporary fix just to maybe fill in with gully shadows, reach out to the church.
Oh, for sure.
You know, just as a temporary fix until we try to figure out what we're going to do there.
Okay, we can have them look at it. All right, and the transportation department end, so the department's working on getting some quotes for a vehicle. We do need a multi-purpose vehicle, one that can carry passengers but also pull a trailer. So we're looking to get some quotes on something like that here for us, because we do really need another vehicle that can pull a trailer, but we want it to be dual purposed. So that's kind of what we've come up with here. Hopefully we have those by the next month. So we're thinking like a Suburban or an Expedition, something like that where we can fit passengers as well as pull the trailer safely. Routes, okay, so bus 1, 2, 3, and 6 are all good to go. They've been running. 4 and 5 need their inspections completed, and they're working on that. It's currently in progress. And they need a couple of minor repairs, is what Jerry told me, like a tire axle, or I think an alignment or something like that. Routes are only combined
when we have an out-of-town football game, which I learned today that, they did it for the last two. Moving forward, we all got together as a department, and we said that if that is going to happen, the principals will be notified, I will be notified, and a message will be sent out so that parents can also be aware, in case they're worried that their children are gonna be home late. So moving forward, if a route changes, and the only way that it's gonna change is if there's an emergency. All the routes have their own, they're regularly scheduled routes. That is the only times that we have combined, to my knowledge, that Francesca told me today.
What's the latest that the kid gets dropped off?
I think it's like 5:45 or something like that. Like no later than 6 is what they told me.
So we don't have an extra bus, if football players have to go early, we don't have an extra bus or a driver that, so they wouldn't do, I've seen double rocks where they have to stand up.
We don't have that. We don't have anybody standing up.
Well, happened on Monday.
With them standing up in the
We
bus?
need to talk to this about an executive session. Y'all say you're fully staffed with drivers, but drivers get to pick and choose where they go and what they do. That's not, that's the cause of
Well,
all
we
this.
did not say we're fully
We're
staffed.
gonna,
We're
we're gonna discuss this in executive session.
We are open and the hiring is
problem was on
posted for
Monday
bus drivers,
with
but we
having
haven't had
two
any
routes
interest.
with one driver.
Let's get back
Yeah.
on track and we'll move that item
But I wanna
to
ask her a question.
personnel to executive session.
Not personnel. Do we have an extra bus?
The buses we had, it's the
It's all,
drivers.
it's the drivers. The buses are fine. It's when we go out of town. And right now, we just have the same drivers that we've always had.
Okay.
And then, so yes, so they'll be notified so we can send a message out.
Have we had anybody in our district or coaches show interest in wanting to drive?
No, we have not. And the post is still there. We're still hiring drivers. It's on our website and service center as well.
So how many more out-of-town games that you're?
We have
gonna
one
be
next
already-
week.
Yes, ma'am. One next week, and then Revere, and then that's, Duce is not really out of town.
Yeah.
So,
And that one should be fine. I don't think we'll have to
maybe
adjust.
we need to talk about early release then, if that's gonna be.
So,
Let's discuss it. We're gonna move on to board action items. The following items are presented for discussion and possible board action. The board may take action on any item listed as an action item. The board may also choose not to take action on any item. Discussion and possible action to approve the 2025 August check register. That's going to be on page 21. Are there any questions on that? If there's no questions, can I get a motion?
Motion.
There's a motion made by Jonathan Garcia to approve the 2025 August check registry. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Wanda Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Discussion and possible action to vote in favor of Rogelio Mercado and Teresa Lopez as adjunct faculty members of the Bimbo Palito Blanco ISD. Ms. Jocelyn?
Yes, this is our yearly renewal for the ag program that we do, and this is so that we can be in compliance with that department and program, with 4-H.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion made by Marcos Garcia. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Monica Bell. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Discussion and possible action to approve the resolution for the extracurricular status of the 4-H organization. Ms. Jocelyn?
Yes, and this is just our yearly renewal for this item as well, and it's in relation to 4-H.
Any questions? Can I get a motion? Motion was made by Jonathan Garcia to approve the resolution for the extracurricular status of the 4-H organization. Can I get a second? Second by Monica Bell. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Discussion and possible action on the approval of the updated board goals for HB3 for the 2025-2026 school year. Ms. Jocelyn?
Yes, so what you see there in front of you are our HB3 goals, so we have to adjust them
We're looking at these here, and what they include is your early childhood literacy, your early childhood math, and your CCMR. These targets are linked to Domain 3, and this is our performance at needs or higher. So these are our yearly targets, and every year we're going to be evaluating whether or not we meet these targets or not. So currently, for the 2025 year, for literacy and childhood, we're sitting at our district performance was 59% as an overall score at meets or higher, which if you see there is green because we did meet that goal, and we've been meeting it for the past 3 years there. If you look at the math, we know that that is a work in progress that we are trying to improve upon. Our goal for this next coming year in 2026 is 47% at needs or higher, which also hits all of your Domain 3 targets across the board for all your subgroups. If you look at CCMR, we're doing a great job there as well. Currently sitting, remember it's a year lagging with your data, so 2025 is really 2024's cohort performance, and we hit 94 there. The year before's performance was 70, and the year prior to that was 69. Our goal for 2026 is 80, and we're currently sitting at 93. So we know we're going to get that goal as well. That's currently what we have for our HB3 goals this year for the district.
Any questions for Ms. Schulman? Can I get a motion to approve? CFA board rules?
So motion.
Motion made by Debbie Robinson to approve the updated board rules for the HB3 for 2025-2026 school year. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Linda Gonzalez. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Discussion of possible action regarding the 2025-2026 compensation plan. Ms. Schulman.
Yes, so we have our plan here in front of you, and all we've done, nothing has changed on it. The only thing that we have added is that the certified teachers may still be updated to state, so, because that pay scale is for certified teachers within our district. But nothing has changed monetarily there. It's the exact same document that we have before. And I think we'll let this is your laptop, right, Debbie?
Let's move 9E to when we get reconvene the open session, and now we're in executive session. Chrissy can make copies for us and we can review. Are there any objections to move 9E to, when we come back to the executive session? We're going to go ahead and move that item. Okay, next item on the agenda is the recess to executive session. Board of Trustees may go into closed session pursuant to section 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074 Texas Government Code to discuss the following: discussion on employment, reassignments, proposed non-renewals, proposed terminations, resignations, letters of personnel, and retirements of contract and applicable employees and personnel. The time is 8:05 p.m. The time is 9:04 p.m. There is no action items, so we're going to go to 9E, discussion of possible action regarding the 2025-2026 compensation plan. Any questions, any discussion on that item? Okay, can I get a motion? The motion was made by Monica Wendell to approve the 2025-2026 compensation plan as presented. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Marcos Garcia. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Next item on the agenda is the adjournment. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
There's a motion made by Jonathan Garcia to adjourn. Can I get a second? Second by Debbie Garza. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 7-0. The time is 9:05 p.m.